What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? Que pasa, sluta? Que pasa, mama? What up, sports fans? Monday, October 23rd feels like a good day to make a little cash. Something I've been doing frequently lately. Frequently, so frequent that I'm going to go over my numbers, my October numbers, and it's all documented. I'm also feeling pretty good because I'm in the new studio for Loshak and the Bag. Man, this is my shit. This is my side. This is Loshak's side. For some reason, Loshak's shelf is longer than mine. Not exactly sure what that represents or what message they're trying to tell me. But tomorrow I will have my bottle of Jameson on my side. I will have my pickle juice here so that we can get fucked up anytime we're on location at the studio. I'm also going to get more peanut butter because our budget is going up. And these are just jerseys that I brought on the trip. I didn't know we'd be using for the set. I didn't bring that many. I got my Raptors OVO Drizzy Drake jersey. I got my Grizzlies jersey that I've had for many, many years. My Bibby Grizzly jersey. I got my yellow Knuckleheads jersey. This is a jersey I watched growing up. The team lost more often than they won, but I always have a warm feeling when I see that yellow. And then, of course, I have my country's national flag. I don't kneel. I stand for the anthem. I'm a patriot. But I got my teams and my country. And things are going well, man. Things are going real well. I've had a really good October here, all documented with constant winning. But when I went over my numbers, no big scores, which is not like me. Usually I go for that big fucking gap jump and I go for those big scores. But unbelievably, my biggest single day win this month was only $416. I didn't gamble October 1st. Which is shocking. I can't believe I took a day off. But in the other 21 days, I've been in the black 14 times and in the red only 7. Overall, I'm up $1,925. And that's including some hedging that I had to do for my baseball futures, which we'll go over, but that already included that. And I've received payouts from my local 4 weeks in a row. And that feels fucking good because he fucking got me in July and August. And as you guys remember, I lost $250 on Thursday and went 0 for 5 with my NHL picks. It hit me fucking hard. I had trouble sleeping. I went over to the Refugio and talked to my man Spidey. He lifted me up. He gave me good vibes. And I destroyed this weekend. Profit Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, up $759 over those days. And it feels fucking great. And then why don't we talk about my futures, because they're a big part of what's going to happen in my life over the next couple weeks. As you guys know, there's gray areas when you deal with local bookies, and you really have to work with their rules. You can't make the rules. You have to fit in with their rules. And with my bookie, it doesn't matter if you win divisional bets. You don't get the money until the very end of the year. And it used to bother me, but then I started to try to reframe it, that at least I know I'm up, and I had some good divisional bets. Now, with all futures action, there's some ugly fucking bets in here, and you hope that there's some good ones, because there's always going to be fucking ugly ones, and I have some really embarrassing future bets that look so awful now, but I'll go over them with you guys. So on April 2nd, I made 7 bets on April 2nd. The first bet I made is I put $200 on the Dodgers to win the World Series at plus 850. So that's still live. And I added to that later in the year, and those who've been following me for months know that. But so I put $200 in the, on April 2nd. So my second bet was $200 on the Dodgers to win the NL at plus 425, and that paid out $850. Then some of my ugly bets. I put $200 on the San Francisco Giants to win the World Series, and they were the worst team in Major League Baseball this year. So I also had $200 on the Giants to win the National League, and that really splashed my tonsils. I put $100 on the Chicago Cubs to win the World Series at plus 350. That's just a bad bet. Only getting 350 on a futures bet is just bad. I guess in my head I just wanted to have a little bit of coverage in case the Cubs came running, and I did feel okay, like I didn't need to hedge that action when they were playing the Dodgers this year because I had that bet, but it's a bad bet. And then 2 more really bad bets. $100 on the Blue Jays to win the World Series at plus 1400. Now I do that every year, and it has never worked. And I had $100 on the Blue Jays to win the AL at plus 700. So that was bad, but there was the 2 really good ones. Dodgers to win the World Series at plus 850, and the Dodgers to win the NL at plus 425. So, and then on May 26th, I started putting divisional bets in, and they were great. I took Boston to win the division at plus 120, and at that point, there were 3 games back of the Yankees. That paid plus 600. And then I put $500 on the Dodgers to win the NL West on that day at minus 140. And that day, both the Rockies and the Diamondbacks were ahead of the Dodgers, so that paid out $357. And then on June 20th, there was a mix of good and bad again that day. I put $300 on the Indians to win the American League at plus 310. As we know, that was the loss. $300 on the Indians to win the World Series at plus 625. So that was a loss. But that same day, I put another $100 on the Dodgers to win the NL at plus 290. So that paid out $290. And then I put $100 on the Dodgers to win the World Series at plus 675. So that's still alive. And then on June 6th, I did some nice betting. And this is July 6th. On July 6th, I did some nice betting, and this was sort of in the throes of a losing streak, and I don't know if you guys were watching me then, but I was saying, it was right after the All-Star break, I was saying that the Cubs are going to win that division. We should hammer this. And I did on July 6th, and I did it at minus 300, which is, now looking back, it's not that smart of a bet. I made $167, but then on July 20th, they hadn't caught up, and I actually got them another $500 on minus 175, which paid out $286 profit. So overall, with all of those bets, and so then I added the one, so I hedged with the Astros before the Yankees series on October 13th. I put $350 on the Astros at plus 200. So now, right now, where I'm at, if the Dodgers win the World Series, I'll be up $3,275 with my futures. And if the Astros win the World Series, I'll be up $1,650 with my futures. And that will give me a lot of opportunity because I'm in a tricky situation right now. I've been going from place to place. I've stayed in the hotel a few times, but I've been couch surfing. I was asked to leave one person's place. I'm now staying with Juan Ma, which has been very good. I probably could, if the Dodgers win the World Series, I could definitely get an apartment, maybe a fucking badass apartment too, have a harem of Hotel Del Rey hoes that are with me. I should say pimping is illegal in Costa Rica. Whoring is not. Whore at will. Whore till the cows come home, but no pimping. So the harem would just be my friends. My fluid transfer partners. But yeah, I am not sure what to do at this point. But before that, let's go into today's action. My Sunday went really well. I had a $250 parlay with the Saints and Seahawks money line, and I also put $125 on the Saints money line with the Seahawks and Eagles money line at plus 248. So I have that live. If the Eagles come in, it's about $300. That will be coming back to me profit. So I've added a $250 parlay today where I'm adjusting lines. I'm only getting this $250 parlay at plus 131, but this is where I found a lot of success last year, was adjusting lines and taking the bigger favorites and bringing the lines down. So what I've done is I've brought the Miami Heat line down to 5.5 over the Dennis Schroeder-less Hawks at minus 333. I know Whiteside won't be playing, but I think Dragic is just going to dominate whoever comes in at the point for the Hawks. It looks like Delaney's going to start, but whoever's there is just going to get lit up. Johnson and Olnick will play together at times today, so I think that the Heat are going to beat them easily. Then I'm taking the Warriors. I'm also bringing the line down to 5.5. The longer I sat with it, I thought I really don't need to do that, but I don't want a huge lead to have this huge lead and then the benches get emptied and then the underdog come back. So I'm going to keep the Warriors at minus 5.5. I'm only getting minus 300 of that. And then the Bucks money line at minus 300. Those 3 games parlayed together with those adjusted lines other than the Bucks, I'm getting plus 131. So $250 parlay at plus 131, and then I'm live to the Eagles money line tonight. I think I'm in great shape. I almost tied in the Eagles to this one too, but I thought I didn't want to have all my eggs in one basket. So that's where I'm at, man. Let me know what you're hitting today. Hit me at Jimmy the Bag on Twitter. Get to the SBR YouTube forum. But remember, most importantly, bolsillos más gordos, slutas más calientes, leche en los bookmakers. Leche en los bookmakers. Let's get that cash.